I'm sure you've noticed how trendy the idea of being disciplined has become, especially with the explosion of this red pill culture. It seems like every video I come across on Instagram is someone taking an ice bath, working out, talking about motivation, starting a business, talking about disappearing and coming back successful. It seems like more and more people are embarking on their self-improvement journey, more motivated than ever to achieve their goals. And I think this is great, but I think fundamentally there's one thing that most people are missing about discipline. One thing that goes way deeper and way beyond these monotonous actions that when missed, I think leaves people feeling more lost, confused, and aimless. In this video, I'm going to talk about what that is, what I've learned over years of building immense discipline, and how you can apply these ideas to change your life forever. Let's get started. Over the past few years of my self-improvement journey, I've become obsessed with building discipline. Why? Because pretty early on, I saw the significant role that discipline plays in achieving goals. And because of this, I've completed many challenges, like 6 months of no junk food, only water, and only cold showers, waking up at 5 a.m. and working out almost every single day of my senior year in high school, months of no sugar and 75 hard, all with the purpose of building my discipline. And I don't say this to brag in any way, but just to show that I have a lot of experience with studying and training discipline. Now, if you don't really know what discipline is the ability to do something that you don't feel like doing in the moment for the purpose of taking action towards a goal. The most important aspect of discipline is that you don't feel like doing it in the moment. It's hard, it's uncomfortable, and it sucks. If you want to achieve anything great, discipline has to be at the foundation of this achievement. Because almost by definition, if it's great, it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, it's going to be uncomfortable. You are going to have to consistently and constantly do things that you don't feel like doing in the moment to achieve it. This is why discipline, even at a surface level, is so important. Because without discipline, there's no growth. But here's where it gets deep and what has led me to building strong, long-lasting discipline, and it's this. Jocko Willink has a quote that is simply, discipline equals freedom. Over the years, I've learned to reframe discipline in my mind at a deeper level as the pursuit of freedom. For me, I'm incredibly motivated by freedom. One of my biggest missions in life is to build a life of freedom for my future family and I. So for me, this mindset shift of viewing discipline as freedom has given me a new purpose in pursuing it. It has given me a deeper why. At the start, I think I pursued discipline just to figure out what I am truly capable of. You know, it's that masculine urge to find out whether or not I have what it takes. But over the years, it morphed into something more, something much deeper. What I've come to understand over the past few years is that without a firm why that really pulls at the innermost part of my being, there's really no point in building discipline. And this why is the thing that I think most people are missing nowadays. If you talk to most people nowadays, they're probably going to say, I want to get in shape, I want to lose weight, I want to eat healthy. And maybe they do for a week and then they stop. They stop because their why is not big enough. You know, usually it's incredibly surface level, like I just want to lose weight and that's it. Or I just want to impress my friends or look good to other people. And then when they lose half a pound or they realize that people don't really care at all, their why is destroyed. Their whole purpose for losing weight and getting in shape and building discipline is gone. They're missing that one thing that is so fundamental in building strong, long-lasting, immense discipline. And that is because they need a greater purpose, more grounded in their core motivations, more grounded into the center of who they are and their natural desires. It has to be way beyond just losing weight for losing weight. This why component of discipline is what I think truly graduates discipline from just being monotonous tasks to check off every day to an actual art form. Because your why is sculpted into reality by discipline. Discipline is your tool to mold your life into something great. There's a verse in the Bible, Hebrews 12:11, and it says, no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. I think this verse illustrates well the idea of the why and the fruit that discipline bears. Righteousness and peace are beautiful, deep characteristics of life that we should strive for. Characteristics of a meaningful life of freedom, of which discipline can construct. Without a strong why, you're not going to build that powerful, long-lasting discipline that you desire. But how do you find your why? And then how do you implement discipline to progress towards it. Finding your why can be pretty difficult. It requires a lot of introspection and observation of your internal motivations. My advice is to figure out what drives you at the core of your being. What type of life do you want for your spouse, for your kids, for your family, for yourself? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? I would also advise to align your why with the Bible, because the Bible is the literal blueprint of how to live life according to how we were designed. And if your why is not aligned with our natural design, it is not going to work. Your why should be deep, meaningful, and personal. It should shake you at your core. And again, my why is to build a life of freedom for my future wife, my kids, my family, and to positively impact millions of people for the kingdom of God. It's so deep for me. It hits me so deep. And that is why I'm still going. That is why I've built such strong discipline, because my why outweighs any other natural desire for comfort in the moment. Once you found your why, it's time to start building discipline. Now, especially if you don't have any discipline to begin with, you have to start with the small things. Make your bed, floss, but the important thing here is that you don't ever feel like doing these things in the moment. If you feel like doing them, it doesn't require discipline. Do these things every day. Make your bed every day. Floss every day. And once these become habits, move on to slightly more difficult things. It's like building muscle. Once the weight gets light, you go heavier. It's never fun, it's never easy, and it's never comfortable. But train your discipline every single day, and over time, it will get a lot stronger. The tasks that once were extremely difficult for you will become easier. You will get stronger mentally and physically. The ability to recall why you were building discipline in the first place, in the midst of doing something that you really don't feel like doing in the moment, will increase. And remember, your why is everything. Losing weight because you want to look good to others pales in comparison to losing weight because you want to live long and healthy enough to meet your great-grandchildren. It's all about the why. So treat discipline as the art of sculpting your life, driven by your why, and see how different your life becomes. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have found this video valuable, please consider sharing it with someone who you think could really benefit from these ideas. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.